Instagram, what's happening? It has been a minute. Frankie Darcell with you. I am so glad to be here. Listen, I want you to check in because we've got some important information we want to share with you. I'm going to discuss a couple of things and introduce you. Hi, McCormick, 1965. How you doing? Thanks for checking in. Hello, that real girl. Hi there. How y'all doing? Hi, Terrence Williford. Hi, Jose Manuel. Thank you guys for checking in. VJ 503. Hello, honey. Thank you for checking in. D Star Philly. I think that's what that is. Cool Nut joined as well. I'm glad to have you guys checking in, and I want you to come back because on Sunday, headline 7 a.m. Hello, good afternoon to you, Tania 500, if that's the name. Hello, Dawn from San Antonio, Texas. Hey, family, what's happening, the real girl? Let me know where you're checking in from. I'm JD. Hey, hello, Lil Mo. What's going on? Let me give you guys an opportunity to hear from, and let me know by sending me either a thumb or some love. Hi there, BBQ Chef 121. Let me know if you can hear my guest. Joining us from the ATL, it is A.R. Shaw. He is a journalist and writer. Hello, Stacy Renee from Philadelphia. My WDAS people, Sharice 84. Thanks a lot for checking in. I want you to say hello to my friend, one of the most prolific writers, Al Haywood. What's happening, Fort Lauderdale in the house? Thank you for joining us. Say hello, A.R. A.R. is from the ATL. If you're in Atlanta, hello, everybody. Make sure you check out the Atlanta Daily World. AR is in Atlanta hanging out with me for the discussion about this election. You heard the term fired up and ready to go. That's what we are. What an incredible week. Who you vote for is your business. I need to say that, but you got to vote. Hello from the world. Hello, AR. All right, Brian said hello. AR, say hello to the people.
What's up, people? This is A.R. Shaw from ATL, Atlanta Daily World. Please check us out daily on AtlantaDailyWorld.com.
All right. Hello, is that Thinking Big, Newport News, Virginia, via Philly. We thank you so much. Just moved from Alabama to Philly. Welcome, Pretty in Pink. In the background, to my left, it is the Right Reverend Dr. Rocky Brown, who is going to be joining me as well. Let me just ask you this question. How many of you, and I'm going to get my guests to join in. Oh, let me say behind me, representing Kappa Alpha Psi. He is a rising senior at St. Joe's University. And as you can tell, if you haven't guessed, a member of the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. What's going on? That is Reese Green in the background.
What's going on, y'all?
Listen, how many of you, by just thumbs, shifted into a new place when Vice President Kamala Harris stepped up, took on the challenge to become Vice President of the United States? Let's famous together. Epsilon on the line. Is that you?
Not Epsilon.
Okay, is that?
I'm Delta
yeah. Oh, okay, on the line.
Epsilon,
hello, Frankie and gentlemen. Thank you, Sharon Murphy. That there was such a shift. Hello, Dexter Stuckey. That there was such a shift in the election this week. And let me say this to the women who jumped on the call this week, to the brothers who jumped on the call. How many people were moved by? Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate that, Guzman. Especially for the brothers who are watching right now. That's your what?
That's my girlfriend, McGelfie.
McGelfie. Hi, McGelfie. Hi, McGelfie. We appreciate you. McGelfie's going to be in one of my upcoming productions as well. Talented sister out of
Jersey City.
No, Jersey City, but attending
Drexel.
Yeah, talented. How many of you were moved by the phone call this week of African American women and African American men? By a show of thumbs, that it moved you to get involved and participate in the process that's coming up. I'm not even going to lie. I'm moved. This feels huge. Don't lie, Dexter Stuckey. I need you engaged in the conversation. I'm not even going to lie. You want it to, Dexter? It feels huge. It is a huge moment we're living in. And let me ask you, Rocky, too. This is almost like revisiting 2008.
Yeah.
When the Honorable Barack Obama was elected president. Let me start because he's on my phone. Let me start with AR. AR, does it remind you of that?
Yes, this is definitely a reminder of 2008 when Barack Obama pretty much made history by becoming the first black American president in history. But this could be more magnified because social media wasn't as big in 2008 as it is now. So we can expect Kamala Harris to have a larger global impact on her way to making history.
Wow. Your thought, Rocky?
It reminds me even more when I see the aspect of different brothers getting involved from when we pulled together the Million Man March. It was a great movement. I'm excited about this. And those of you who are out there in social media land, you ought to be excited and you need to get involved. We need all hands on deck to make this happen. We're going to make this happen. She's going to win.
All right. So I have to go as well to Reese. For your friends and folk that you know, what is this meaning to your generation? What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about more than just one. This is a black woman. This is amazing. We're a generation that we grew up with a black man as president. Now we have a black woman. Man, that's amazing. But the main part is we as a generation, as you can see, Gen Z, social media, we take over. That is our thing. That is the most how we connect to each other. And this is how we get our voices heard. Gen Z has learned that like voting and also just like making your voice heard is so important and it can happen. We've made lawmakers through TikTok change positions. You know what I'm saying? Like Gen Z has learned we have a voice. And that's definitely something that growing up, you didn't feel like you really had. You felt like your vote wasn't that much. You felt like...
All right, I'm going to stop you in front of that. Lamore239. Here's what I want you to do, Lamore. I'm going to bring you back. So are we voting for the color or the issues? First of all, it is offensive to ask me as a well-read individual that you wouldn't think that I'm smart enough to know that the issues are more important to me than to vote for somebody just because they're African American. I've said in this show and other shows, all skin folk ain't kin folk and all Dems ain't down. And I believe when people ask the question, are you voting for somebody because of their color? I think that is a small-minded way of a question to ask. For people, I think that would ask the question, I'm going to just go there. For people who would ask that question, have doubts within themselves about what they're doing and why. I'm just going to leave it there. AR, your thought on that?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that we have to really stay focused at this moment. It's going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of people who are just going to try to take us away from the goal at hand. But I think the voters are energized. I think people really understand what's at stake right now. No one wants Project 2025. No one wants a Supreme Court that's not balanced and fair. And so that's what all we're going to get if we get another Trump in office. And so people are looking beyond just the candidates. This is a moment where we all can stand up for America and just for the democracy of America, for the freedom of America. It's all at stake with this election.
Yeah, very well said. Your thought, Rocky.
Well, to be honest, I believe that
you weren't going to be dishonest. You weren't going to be dishonest.
No.
Okay.
But that's just an old saying. I'm an old fogey.
All right.
So the point is this. The bottom line is she's on the right side of the issues, number one. And number two, I'm an older black guy. I'm voting for the sister. It's about time black women were lifted up to the proper place. It's always been the one black woman that's been the salvation of America. I want to be on the right side of history. So yes, I'm voting because she is not only qualified, she's on the right side of the issues, and yes, she looks like my mama.
Lamore, if you like to, is that LEIMOE239? Listen, I ain't scared. All you got to do is hit the go live button. I love to talk to you face to face. Just say go live and we can talk about it face to face and we don't have to hide behind just the name online. So if you'd like to, just go ahead, click go live. And I'd love to pat you into this conversation, but thank you so much for that. Let's see. Who is this? This is Sharon Murphy. Hello, and thank you for joining the call. In the Commonwealth, October 21st is the deadline to register for the November 5th election. October 21st. See, Reverend Doctor and AR, I believe in going to graduation speeches. I've done several where the principal gives the diploma in one hand. I like to give the voter registration card in the other hand.
Great idea.
For any high school graduates, any recent college graduates, and now that this is the week and the next couple of weeks, if your young person is headed to college, get them registered before they go. Get them prepared and understand that they can vote absentee and how they do that. College students who are going away, military, if they're moving just out of town, let them know that they can register to vote and apply in a timely manner to get their absentee ballot and vote from wherever they're going to school and participate in this November 5th election. You've got until October 21st in the Commonwealth, and you've got that long before the November 5th election. So you want to be able to do that. Come on, Lamore. I was waiting on you. Hey, Darcy, greeting from San Antonio. Thank you so much, San Antonio, for checking in. Wanted to share with you this Sunday, my guest, A.R. Shaw, to the people here in Philly. Give your closing comments.
Yes, definitely. It's all about mobilizing at this point. I think Philly, Pennsylvania is a huge swing state, so we got to get everybody out to vote. That means, people at your church, your barbershop, your schools, at work, anyone that you know that you can touch, that you can talk to, make sure that they're registered to vote. Make sure that they get out to vote and look at the deadlines, because Pennsylvania is a very important state within this election. And so we want to make sure that Pennsylvania individuals show up to the polls and really win the election for Kamala Harris. So we know that you all are going to pull through, in the nation, all eyes on Pennsylvania. So we're making sure that you all pull through, and Georgia as well. So I'm going to do the same thing down here in Georgia, make sure that everybody that I know, that they are educated on what's at stake, and we all are going to show up at the polls to support Kamala Harris.
I could tell you, President Biden and the Biden-Harris ticket in 2020, in addition to the Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker, was big for the state of Georgia. That was a heavy lift and a big carry. What are you hearing amongst Georgians? And I talk to my daughter all the time, who lives outside Atlanta. Are they energized? Because if they carried Georgia, the Democrats carried Georgia in 2020. Do you think the Dems are going to carry Georgia again in 2024?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course. I think we really have an opportunity to make history again. Of course, Georgia, following the election of President Biden in 2020, the Republicans in Georgia, they created these disastrous voter suppression laws, which will discourage a lot of people from voting or registering to vote. But we're still going to educate people and let them know the process of voting and what it would take to show up on election day. So I really think that people are going to be energized down here in Georgia, and don't be surprised if Georgia is blue again.
That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing. One of the motivators was the work that Stacey Abrams did for her second run at becoming governor of Georgia. She's out of that foot race. Can you kind of tell, or do you think that will make a difference?
Well, no, she's still on the ground. She's still, her organization is still registering voters. They're still making sure that people, get an opportunity to understand what this process is and what you can and what you can't do following the voter suppression laws. So that's the real thing is about education, because there's several things that were put in place within this the voter suppression law that people just need to know about. You can't hand out water at the polls. There's so many things that Republicans have done to try to prevent people from voting, which is insane. But we know why they want to stop our vote, because they know how powerful it is. And
right.
So
they wouldn't try and take something away from you if it wasn't important to have. Right.
Correct.
So listen, thank you so much, A.R. I appreciate you so much. Hold on for me 1 second. Rocky, your closing comments, 30 seconds.
Folks, we just got to be up on the facts, understand the platform that the Trump ticket has versus the Harris ticket, and it's hands down, it's like black and white, night and day. We've got to vote, we've got to get organized, and we've got to make sure we do it for our children and the future.
All right, Reese.
main thing is just voting, just getting out there. I know Delta Eta chapter at Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, we are definitely going to have throughout the school year some stroll to the polls events.
The stroll to the polls.
Yes, we are making sure students get actively registered because, especially here in Pennsylvania, this is where our vote matters, and we're going to make sure that happens.
All right. Thank you so much for that. A.R. Shaw, Reverend Dr. Rocky Brown, Reese Green. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharon Murphy, 5406. I love my glasses. Thank you. I need them, too, to see these little words up here on here. But make sure that you join me on Sunday, 7 a.m., 7 a.m. It is Headlines, baby. When I say we go in on that show, we go in. 7 a.m. on WDASFM.com. And, of course, you can go to YouTube. Check out my page, Frankie Darcell, the poster there every week. Listen, whatever it is you do, have a great time doing it. Know that it is all in divine order. And come back here. I will be coming on each week now, moving forward, to assure that your voice is heard. I'm not just voting for myself, but for my daughter and my future grandchildren at some point. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Y'all say bye. Say bye, AR.
D9 in the house.